where Lamar Jackson, now he had his post-game press conference, thanked the entire team, loved all three phases of the game throughout the year, but they just came up short this year. He said all the things you want your leader to say, despite it not being genuine. He can't be genuine in that moment, can't tell you how bad it hurts, and he can't tell you how bad it feels, and he can't blame himself fully, and he can't blame others. You ever been there? You ever been the focus of all the attention where you're like, damn, I got to keep my composure. I got to speak for all instead of just speak to it and speak about it. So he did all that, and I'm not going to bore y'all with that sound because y'all know how that goes down. I actually want to get into some other angles of this because I had something perplexing me before the game, and I was hoping it didn't come to fruition, but it did. Lamar Jackson lost that game because he's black. Lamar Jackson lost that game because he's black and mobile. Lamar Jackson lost that game because his offensive coordinator got too cute because he's got a quarterback that's black and mobile. I'm going to tell y'all, I swear to y'all, these are the things I need to write down on a piece of paper and then put them in my pocket and date it and, get it all hooked up, right? And then just wait for it to happen and say, told you. You don't believe me? Oh, yeah, I got it done. Right here. It's notarized. I swear I was like, they going to get too cute and watch what happened. Listen to Rex Ryan talk about the game plan and talk about the Ravens and their loss.
This is the stupidest game plan I've ever seen. And you know what, Greg Roman, every single person needs to apologize to you because you got blamed for everything about what was wrong in Baltimore. And it wasn't you because this new guy that we praised the hell out of.
Todd Monken.
Yeah, Todd Monken. By the way,
with the new guy.
You don't have Tom Brady. Do you realize your quarterback is Lamar Jackson, not Tom Brady? What in the hell are you doing dropping back 82% of the time? This is the team that led the NFL in rushing attempts. They had 6 whopping rushing attempts to the running backs. What the hell are you doing?
Okay.
Rex nailed it right there. This goes way back. I had a conversation with Donovan McNabb years ago. I used to play against McNabb when I was with Dallas and obviously in the league at the same time. But with Dallas in particular, we had to play him twice a year. And I remember the slow decline of Donovan McNabb. Now, McNabb was insane, like Hall of Fame tracking. And then all of a sudden it wasn't. Coming up short, he went to the Super Bowl the one time with T.O. when he was hurt, and they still balled out but came up short. Other than that, NFC Championship game, 5 in a row? Like he pulled a Patrick Mahomes, except Patrick Mahomes has won a couple of Super Bowls. But right there underneath him, right? Somewhere between where Lamar Jackson is and Patrick Mahomes of that era was a Donovan McNabb. Made it to a Super Bowl, always in the championship game. McNabb was a Hall of Famer. And then all of a sudden I started looking and squinting. I was like, he ain't the same right now. And you know what it was? He was trying to prove to everyone else that he was a pure pocket passer. Now, he's not the first. And he's not only that because he's black and mobile, but there is a certain guilt. There's a certain justification going on when you're black and mobile. Let's take it through all of the history. When I first got witness and privy to this was Steve Young. Yep, Steve Young being a mobile quarterback and how they were whipping him, like telling him, stop running the ball. Like literally back in those days, very direct. Stop running the football as a quarterback. Throw it. Now, to justify throwing the football, as we see now in today's passing game, the fastest thing on the football field is the football. So it's smart to throw it versus run it. The path of least resistance is throwing it, not running it. All that's true, except when you're a defender and you got a quarterback that can do both. When they can do both, they got us off balance. Which one's coming? It's just like a running back. Barry Sanders was the best running back ever. It's because he was so shifty. I'm going this way. Oh, I'm over here. And you're like, damn, I thought he was over here. So you got to commit almost, right? And when you commit, a lot of times you're guessing, and then you're going to come up short. Steve Young was the first one, but he's white, right? So Steve Young was able to fight it in a different respect, not because of color, because of he had to wait his opportunity. And when he got his opportunity, they already said to him, We told you to stop running. He had changed it as a backup. He had changed it from the USFL. Y'all got to follow me here. And then he got out there and will only run when deemed necessary, right? But he was Steve Young without the same connotation. Meanwhile, there's a Randall Cunningham going on right there. They were just like, whatever, right? That turns into Michael Vick, et cetera. It just keeps going, right? Cam Newton, we get it. Steve Young had to deal with it, but he didn't have the guilt associated with it. Watch what happens. So I was talking to McNabb. I was like, why are you changing it up? Why you on purpose trying to throw the ball? You on purpose trying to just be a pure pocket passer? There are even comments out there of Adam McNabb addressing this. I was like, come on, dog. I was like, dog, every time I play against you, when y'all know you're going to run or you threatening to run, it's a problem. I get it. It's not always by design, but it's a problem by result. He tried to do it that way. Okay. You fast forward, we've seen this pop his head up before, right? You've heard quarterbacks talk about this, right? RG3 in his short stint, he talked about it. All these quarterbacks come out, no, I could throw. I'm going to show you I could throw. And it was an extra intention on throwing it when they were black and mobile. I caught it every time. I was like, here we go again. Another quarterback trying to prove something to everybody else when all you got to do is get the results. Yesterday, coming off of Greg Roman all those years, and we all we do is run the football, and then we come up short when it matters. So yesterday, they decided to go out there and address both of these situations. The running too much in big games and not winning, silly. And they try to address Lamar Jackson, I think, in terms of how he's perceived. Because nothing else would justify them going back there and throwing it 82% of the time. Lamar Jackson, and even when he was running, admitted, nobody thought I was going to come on today and have this angle, right? Admitted you were sitting there watching this game like, dog, why isn't he running more? And why aren't they running more? And when he's running, why he ain't going for broke? That one time when he threw it, they batted it and he caught it again. I thought he had another gear in him. And look, he may have just, he running safer now. He running smarter now. Great. But dog, be reckless too, because that's what's going to kill the opposition. That's what's going to torch a defense. I watched that game yesterday, man, they being too cute. And sometimes that happens. Y'all been there before where you're like, oh, I'm going to show them. As soon as you start saying stuff like, oh, I'm going to show them, instead of I'm just going to win. My wife and I had a conversation. She wanted something done. I did it. And then she flipped it and moved the goalpost to, but you didn't really want to do it. You just did it. And I was like, baby, this is how you become psychotic in this world. If you want something done and it gets done, that's it. It's over. No. Why you do it? Why they do it? Why you all? That is the never-ending story to psychosis. To try and figure out people's intentions, why they really did it. Oh, you weren't all into that. Shut this. So when you're Lamar Jackson, just win, baby. Al Davis. Not how you win. Did you see Lamar threw the ball so much and they won? I'm going to show them. And I don't know if it was Lamar fully, but it certainly was the scheme. And they tried to show us. Well, guess what happened? Your ass got shown the door. They lost because of scheme, like Rex Ryan said. Now, Emmanuel Acho said something interesting. And he was ranking the quarterbacks. And in his ranking, he had Lamar Jackson number 4, anticipating or thinking if he would have won yesterday, he would have moved up to number 2. I call BS, but I love what he said. And I love how he broke it down. Take a listen.
Lamar closes a gap if he beats Mahomes. And for me, it's this. Lamar is currently my 4th best quarterback in football. He's behind Joe Burrow. He's behind Josh Allen. Reason he's behind Joe Burrow and behind Josh Allen, because I'm factoring in talent plus accomplishment. Talent plus accomplishment. Right. Joe Burrow has accomplished more collectively. He's taken his team to the Super Bowl. Yeah. But if Lamar beats Pat, he would have done everything Burrow has done, plus won 2 MVPs. So now, Burrow, anything you have done, Lamar Jackson, have done, plus won 2 MVPs. Josh Allen, I've done everything you've done and some. 2 MVPs plus beat Pat. You ain't beating Pat, you ain't got no MVPs. So Lamar would, of course, in my mind, close the gap because now there is nobody outside of Pat who can have an argument that they're better than Lamar. Right now, Burrow can make an argument. Right now, maybe Josh can make an argument. But if Lamar has 2 MVPs plus gone to the Super Bowl, nobody can make the argument that you're better than me except for Pat. That's where I stand.
Okay, Acho, you're right. And you're wrong. He's right because logically you would think that's how it would go. But real, let's ask, who out there would bank, would take Lamar Jackson as the number 2 quarterback in the NFL? Go. You have in your draft all quarterbacks. I think everybody picking Patrick Mahomes number 1. Who are you picking number 2? If he would have won yesterday, would you have picked Lamar Jackson? Don't lie. Nope. And what is that? Like Josh Allen, he would have more than that. All right, but he still doesn't have it, but we living in a hypothetical, but let's talk through it. I like Joe Burrow. I like Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen more than Joe Burrow. Like, if we talking for real, I'm picking Patrick Mahomes because I just think it's disgusting for me or anybody else to second guess him. And I've been there before, and I'm not doing it ever again. He just won. He the one. Then after that, by talent, by like, yo, you running my team, I would say Josh Allen. But then Lamar Jackson, I would take before Joe Burrow. But then even taking Joe Burrow at 4, I feel more comfortable than I did with Lamar at 3. I'm good with Josh at 2. And a matter of fact, let me stop this right now. I'm taking Justin Herbert, dare I say, before Lamar. I'm taking Herbert 3. Let's go. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. I know that order doesn't make sense to you because it don't make sense to me. And the one I got the most trepidation, hesitation, anxiety over is the future 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. Is it because he hasn't matched perfectly with his system? Is it because we see that in big moments it does come up a little short, whether it's by system or by performance? I just saw a governor on Lamar Jackson yesterday. For all y'all who got golf carts out there, right? I saw a guy with his foot on the gas and a little bit on the brake. I saw a system handicapping them or undercutting them a little bit. I just saw somebody not at full throttle yesterday. And I don't know if it's the system, because it's a new system. So I can't keep blaming the system. Sounding like brother man up here. It's the system, my brother. I'm like, is it the system? Is it Lamar in these moments? Or is it just, hey, there's something called kryptonite named Patrick Mahomes that is making everybody look like this. Only Joe Burrow and only Tom Brady has beat that dude in the playoffs. And Burrow didn't even win a championship for it. So, that's my 5. I want to hear y'all in the comments. Beat up your 5. Tell me what you think of what Acho said. I like what Acho said. It makes so much sense, and then you're just like, yeah, but I'm not going to do it. You ever had one of those pitch meetings? It sounded great. You guys are both shaking head. Oh, that sounds amazing. Oh, that will really work. That's effective. Yeah. So you're on board? We're partners? Nah. That's how Acho got me. Acho got me going like, oh, yeah, okay, dog. I feel you. Oh, yeah. Nah, I ain't drafted. And why is that? And I love Lamar Jackson. I root for 5 teams. 4 of them I played for, damn it. 4 of them employed me. The 5th one, I never set foot on their grounds. And it's the Baltimore Ravens, and I root for them because I root for Lamar Jackson. I just saw yesterday, I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. It was some governor or something. Something was restricting my man. Help me figure that out. Beat it up in the comments. Let's talk through that. Woo. All right. And do y'all believe he going to ever? Nah, of course. He going to finish the job next year? It's so hard to get there, let alone to do it when you get there.